All right, so welcome to another episode of It's Debatable. I'm Jalen,
I'm Justin.
and you feel me? New scenery, as you can see. Definitely like the venue. How you feel about the new look, man?
No, I definitely like how it looks. I think it's a dope concept. I think it just looks better visually for the viewer. And I'm ready to go. It's just the next transition.
All right, yeah, and definitely shout out to all the fans that support us. We definitely took into account y'all feedback about the audio, the visuals, and everything, and
For
this is
sure.
what we adjusted to. So for this episode, we're going to get straight into the Mount Rushmore. You feel me? With battle rap is very pivotal. Throughout the years, I think it's been about 20 years of just battle rap with different battlers and everything. I feel like it's crucial that we get into like our Mount Rushmores kind of influences, our viewpoints and our decisions on like battles and stuff. So, yeah, so starting off like with Mount Rushmore, matter of fact, with Mount Rushmore, what do you take into account into like your battle rap Mount Rushmore?
Um, I feel like the Mount Rushmore. It's a couple different things that factors into it. I feel it's the like the longevity of like how consistent you've been in the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't be good for like 2 years and then we never see you again.
That's a
You
fact.
feel me? I think it comes down to how potent is your material in the battles.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would also say the type of battles that you get, like are you like main eventing, are you or like on the bottom of the cards, like are you on the big cards or are you just on the small little,
Yeah.
um and then it's really just the totality of your career, views and stuff like that. I think it's a lot of factors, but I still think Mount Rushmore is a subjective thing. Like everyone's is gonna be different, and the reason that they have these people on the list is gonna be for a multitude of reasons,
Yeah.
right? So, at the end of the day, it all just comes down to your opinion. It's just like the show. It's debatable.
Definitely debatable. Yeah, definitely on the same aspects as you. Mount Rushmore definitely takes into account everything as in a totality. For me, kind of heavy on influence, like how your influences on the culture, your impact, or what you left lasting on the culture. You feel me? I feel like that weighs a lot into account with Mount Rushmore. So boom, let's get straight into it. You feel me? So for the number one pick on your Mount Rushmore, who's the first person on your Mount Rushmore? Like, you feel me?
Um, for me, and I'm not really doing it in a per se order. So
Okay.
whoever I say, I don't want people to think like, oh my god, he thinks he's number one ever. No.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna go Charlie Clips,
All
who
right.
who is also my favorite battle rapper.
Okay.
His battles like sort of like made me become a real fan,
Mm-hmm.
right? So even most recently, you've seen that he's become the most viewed battle rapper.
I have peeped that.
Yeah, so he just passed Arsenal. He's at like
A
what
hundred, like plus.
right
Yeah.
crazy numbers.
Yeah.
And then I also believe that Charlie Clips had one of the most impressive runs
Mm-hmm.
in battle rap. There was a time where it was just like he was unbeatable. I
Mm-hmm.
really feel like until the Hollow the Don battle, where Hollow did the whole angle with the the 4 bar setup thing and how it's so predictable.
Yeah.
Before that, it was like there was not really a real formula to beat him,
Yeah.
right? So I think after that, he went on. I don't want to say a decline, but people was just remembering what Hollow said, right? That stuck
Mm-hmm.
in the fans' minds. But I feel recently, over the last year and a half, 2 years, he's kind of come back on a, he kind of, I don't want to say revamped his style, but sort of accepted what he is as a battle rapper,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's just confident he's gonna do what Charlie Clips does. He's gonna joke. He's gonna do the schemes, and he's
Yeah.
gonna have. If there's a crowd, they're gonna be captivated. He's a
Mm-hmm.
ticket. He's a ticket seller. That's another thing. Charlie Clips is on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Not like 9 times out of 10, he's not at the bottom of the card. He's in a big battle,
Yeah, that's a fact.
right? And then I also look at level of competition. You talking about someone who's battled everyone but Mook,
Yeah.
right? So, and I can't say in I've never really seen Charlie Clips get killed, right? So I
Mm.
mean, some people could say, "Oh, Hollow beat him clear, or Briz beat him clear, or whoever," but at the end of the day, like it's all just a subjective opinion. So I just think that he's never been killed. Like how John did Jack Boy Maine.
All right.
That's never happened to him. I'm
Right.
just saying there's been people who looked crazy on stage before and really like, you know, got annihilated. Now I just never seen that happen to Charlie Clips.
Mm-hmm.
And then once again the longevity. He's been here really from the beginning
Mm-hmm.
and is still here putting on good battles and the fans are still, rocking with him. So I'll have him as one of the heads on the Mount Rushmore for sure.
Definitely suitable for a Mount Rushmore. Definitely. To all your points, you made some great ass points. I'm not gonna cap. Um, I can't argue and debate.
And
Like,
that's crazy because I
yeah,
did all that off the top. Something else that he's good at the freestyling thing.
yeah.
Like that's what but
Nah,
those are
definitely.
all just facts, really. Not really too much my opinion.
Yeah,
That's what's stapled in the
yeah,
culture.
definitely accurate points. But for me, my first Mount Rushmore, my number one pick gotta be the loaded one, Loaded Lux. That's my guy. And that's the GOAT in my opinion. Not I feel like he's the greatest of all time. Just with everything battle rap. I feel like once you think about battle rap, you think about Loaded Lux from the start, like from like early on the BET, the first ever like Freestyle Friday BET thing. He won that like dominant. Everybody was fucking with him. Boom right, boom bop bam, and then from there he didn't like let it stop. He built on like the lines. Then you feel me, introduced the world to a whole different caliber of battle rappers from Head Ice, Goods, Charlie Clips, Tay Rock, Arsenal, K Shine. Like he transcended it from the start. And even then he was still outside, battling Mook. He had a whole bunch of battles, just battling everywhere. You feel me? And then once he took that break, then he came back on that Summer Madness too, I believe, against Calico, and just had a dynamic performance. Had, you feel me, people from the industry getting like, noticed about battle rap, from Jay-Z tweeting about, what he's saying, and then Diddy over there at the top, just like, and, you Diddy and Busta Rhymes at the top of the building, just going crazy and just admiring his work. You feel me? I feel like he's just very unique. And also with his styles too, he's never like the same in any of his battles. From even with Grey Hoodie Lux, you see how people fear Grey Hoodie Lux and how much they admire Grey Hoodie Lux. That was just a style and a performance where it's just like it's unmatched, and it was just so raw and unlike no one was doing that at that time. It was just intense, like, you feel me, and like everybody's gonna say like Grey Hoodie Lux is like the best, like the most feared
Did he
battle.
wear? I'm sorry to cut you off. Did he?
I
Did he wear the gray hoodie versus Geechee?
nah
He didn't.
nah
No, 'cause I really don't remember. I mean, cause I'm just. I
nah.
think
He
okay.
wore like all black.
It was okay.
Facts.
I was making
He
sure.
had the great, you feel me, Grey Hoodie Deluxe is probably like, you feel me, on a 99. And then, you feel me, when he had Calico in that suit, you feel me, and then the ink, like, and I feel like also too, when he was in Summer Madness too, we never seen nobody rap like that as well, like take an angle and
Facts.
just like execute it that well before. Like he really just digged in, and then he introduced another style. Like, you feel me, I had Grey Hoodie Looks. You feel me? Now I have another style I want to introduce y'all to. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's just dynamic. He definitely transcends the culture, and I feel like you can't go without battle rap without saying Loaded Lux. Like, Loaded Lux is just my goat. You feel me? I feel like he's untouched. You feel me? That's my goat. Yeah.
I can't really disagree with any of the points that you said. You made a lot of good ones. I definitely think Lux is on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore. He's definitely a pioneer in the game, and like you said,
Closer to the mic, bro.
oh,
Yeah.
my fault, my fault. Like I was saying, he's definitely a pioneer in the game, and to your point, definitely put a lot of battlers on. And yeah, I can't see a reason to not have him, on a
Hmm.
Mount Rushmore list. So
Yeah, most definitely.
definitely a great choice. But for the next head on my Mount Rushmore,
Hmm.
um, I'm gonna go because I think you know how I had it before is not how I have it right now. After looking back and definitely doing some more research on a couple things, um, I'll go. No, I'll go Geechee Gotti.
Okay. Okay.
I'll go Geechee Gotti because we've seen him face almost everybody,
Hmm.
in such a short time span, and never died in any of those battles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want to call anybody Mr. Debatable, it could be Geechee Gotti,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But then it also comes down to his consistency.
Yeah.
You know, any battle that he has, it's usually a big battle, and he 9 times out of 10 is just gonna show up,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's definitely a million view type of guy. Like any battle he has is most likely gonna do a million views,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like he takes a lot of battles in a short time span and always comes with good material.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a 2-on-2, a 1 rounder, a 3 round battle, he just always shows that, you know, that level of consistency.
Definitely.
And I think him emerging as he did also made the West could become relevant again.
Mm-hmm.
With the help of caffeine, you know, definitely being planted in LA, but him just, you know, putting on all those amazing showings and that really put more eyes on the West, and
Yeah.
that made everyone look at other West battle rappers as well in a new light. Also him consensus wise getting a clear win on Loaded Lux.
True.
Um you know, you just had him on your Mount Rushmore, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think no one's ever really consensus wise got a clear win on Lux.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Geechee did that, and he kind of did it gracefully. Um, yeah, so I would have Geechee Gotti along with Charlie Clips as the two heads so far on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, definitely. Great points as well. Just to tag along too. Geechee's definitely another face on my Mount Rushmore too. I will put him like the second face. Like you said, it wouldn't be in specific order, but Geechee's definitely one of the people I would have in Mount Rushmore's for the same points that you have, and also too I kind of say similar to Little Lux as we seeing like as I said like with Little Lux he kind of started it and evolved it. With the new caffeine era and the way things are new to like battle rap now, Geechee's the face of that. You feel me? With caffeine just starting, he's kind of like the big star of the show now. Like everything kind of runs through like when Geechee's on the card, that's when all the eyes is on and everybody's paying attention. And he's really like I feel like the face of battle rap right now, currently with caffeine and the streaming and with the advancement of it. It's like he's definitely the face of it, even with like even with the Geechee and Loaded Lux battle, you seen like the dominance he had, the cat like he's able to captivate a crowd, and even with Drake kind of like tagging along like giving Geechee his credit, like that's kind of like one of his favorite battles as well. And also to the point you said too, he's also kind of transcended from another demographic with battle rap being very New York based and biased kind of. Geechee coming all the way from California,
Right.
just kind of like taking over a whole crowd and bringing in his influence. I feel like that definitely puts him there for a Mount Rushmore spot definitely. And I feel like once probably like 10 years from now or something, we're gonna see this and we're gonna like I feel like it's great that we're noticing like like we're there to witness Geechee Gotti and his dominance and everything. So I feel like 10 years from now, we're gonna be talking about Geechee Gotti is probably one of the best battle rappers ever, from URO ever. So I feel like he has the potential to even like take this thing farther than it already is. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. So you want me to go again now? That's how we're gonna do it.
Matter of fact, if you want me to go there, I'll go.
Right, because you kind of just piggybacked off of
Yeah,
since he was on your list as well. So
yeah.
you can go again, and I'll go
All right,
after
so
you.
yeah, so right now I got Low Deluxe, Geechee Gotti, and I feel like it wouldn't be Mount Rushmore if I didn't add Sue Surf. Like Sue Surf, one of my favorite battle rappers ever. Even besides battle aside, like even from like the way he moves on social network and kind of like he's kind of like a very informative about everything. I just like he's definitely like one of the like role models. Like I wouldn't say like role models necessarily, but he's definitely like an influence on like on me. The way he sees things from a broad point of view. But battle rap wise, like he's one of the goats. Like you feel me? Like he has a lot of views. Every time he hits the stage, it's like 2.5 views, and everything he says is true from marketing, from everything. The way he markets battles, the way he talks about his opponents and everything. Everything he says coming to fruition, and I feel like he brought that entertainment factor with like battle rap before, I feel like it really didn't have that entertainment. It was more so I could rap better than you. We're just gonna rap. He kind of brought that entertainment factor of like boasting and like picking at his battlers, brought some entertainment to it, some like funny entertainment. Like I feel like it never had that before. And also with his like the way he raps, he's very well versed. Like he could do basically anything. He could rap with a pen. He could rap with performance. He could rap with aggression. He could do basically anything. He also has all like numerous of classics with everybody. I feel like every single battle he has is basically a classic. If you want to talk from um Hitman Holla to K Shine to Tay Rock to Geechee Gotti, like every one of those battles are pivotal battles that really shook the culture. I feel like if I'm not mistaken, like Sue Surf and Geechee was like one of the battles of the year. Like he's
Right, it
really
was.
like every time he hits that stage, it's very pivotal. He shakes the culture. It has a impact to it, and I feel like he's definitely one of the legends. And I feel like you can't have Mount Rushmore without adding Sue Surf. Like he's there from the beginning. Like he also has a heavy loyalty to URL, one of the biggest leagues in battle rap. So like yeah, I feel like Sue Surf is definitely a lock in, like for my Mount Rushmore.
So then how do you feel about, because the other day I tuned into Angry Fans Live, or
Hmm.
no, I think he posted something on YouTube. It was with him and Big Cannon.
Yeah.
And that came up, like Big Cannon said a lot of people have a lot of fans have surfed in their Mount Rushmore, and both him and Angry Fans said that like that's a crazy statement to say. So
Mm.
how do you feel about, because I do think there's a lot of battlers due to the fact that Sue Surf heckles a lot of them,
Hmm.
that they're not gonna put him there. So how do you feel about? I think I'll say probably about 50 to 60% of battle rappers would highly disagree with your opinion.
Um, I would say I feel like with that statement saying like, oh, it's kind of like crazy. I feel like they don't really like
Because
from their point of view too. They kind of
because look, you're talking about Mount Rushmore, but then you're talking about someone at a time who was only coming with 2 rounds.
yeah.
So so I can see why maybe people would frown,
Hmm.
on putting him on a Mount Rushmore list, but I can also see to your points, because you talk about views and marketing
Hmm.
and just the quality of his battles. So I could definitely understand.
Yeah, I feel like Sue Surf definitely has an impact. I feel like with those battle with those people that you just named, I feel like they kind of new battle rap at a like a later. They have more years in battle rap, so they seen more, and they of course like if Sue Surf, if to say like Sue Surf is on your Mount Rushmore, it would be crazy. But like from where I'm coming from, like I started watching battle rap in 2012, and from 2012 on, like Sue Surf been the hot topic from ever since I started watching it. Like Big Cannon and Angry Fan, they probably have like Murder Mook. Me, I would say it's crazy for have Murder Mook because I ain't seen shit. You feel me? Like I only seen one good battle, but for me, in my point of view, I'm gonna say like, oh, it would be crazy to have Murder Mook, but like
But
in
then
there
it's
and
like,
yeah,
but if you really want to have a debate, you putting Murder Mook off the list. He's on the list for a lot of the reasons Loaded Lux is on the list. So can you
yeah. But
clarify
like
that?
I said, I seen it. Like I seen Loaded Lux. I don't see Murder Mook's impact like Loaded Lux
But
to me.
I mean, but they're both from the same generation, both pioneers. They
Yeah,
battled each other. Their battle is one of the battles that 90% of the battle rappers today they watch, and that kind of got them into battle rap.
yeah,
So I don't. I mean, if you have Loaded Lux on your list, I feel then you should also have a Murder Mook,
yeah.
because they both don't battle like that. Now, yes, Loaded Lux has had maybe some more battles in today's culture,
Hmm.
but how many of them were really impressive?
All of them. For me, well, on my end, bro.
Don't
On
do
yes,
that.
bro. With
Bro,
exception,
Lux is great, but
with it,
not all of his current.
with
The Geechee one was good.
with exception of a few battles, every one of those battles are impressive, bro.
I'm saying the recent ones. I'm not saying the one where he was coming up. Those were
Yeah.
all. I'm talking
Okay.
about the recent
A
ones.
recent. Okay, it might be beneath him, but it's still great performances for me
Okay,
for what
so
he's
then
talking about.
so you feel like if you've been around as long as a Lux, a Mook, or Rex, people of that caliber, what they do now can't tarnish their legacy.
Nah, they no doubt about it. They're definitely legends, but for me, I see more of Low Deluxe impact more than I see Mook's.
Okay.
I see it more. I could go on YouTube and look at everything Low Deluxe had done for battle rap. With Murder Mook, I only see a few battles, and like with those battles, I'm like, okay, it's
All
okay.
right. All right. I'm not mad at that. But so far you have Loaded Lux,
I
Sue
got Lux.
Surf, and Geechee Gotti.
Yeah.
And I have Clips and Geechee. So for my third, I'm gonna go. And this is tough. It's really tough doing a list like that because there's so many people who could be on the list.
Yeah.
But if we're going really off the criteria, I feel, and he's maybe not one of my favorites, but I have to give respect. I'll go Averb.
Oh, okay. I
Okay,
like. Okay.
okay, and I'll say
Talk about it.
Averb because to everyone's knowledge, he's definitely a pioneer for definitely putting on the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, definitely some other people too. Hitman Holla, Calico, and people of that. But it was really Averb that was the person that was coming to New York
Mm-hmm.
and definitely calling out those high caliber rappers,
Yeah.
right? Saying F New York, but still coming out there
Mm-hmm.
and not letting the crowd heckling get to him.
Mm-hmm.
Still doing Verb. Another big point, no one else can say they took Lux and Mook back to back
That's a fact.
and arguably won, right?
That is a great
In
point.
in both of those battles, was the crowd not chanting 3-0?
Yeah.
Right, so there's just not too many. Well, there's really no one else that can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to the fact that he's battled all the killers.
Yeah.
Right, if you're thinking of anyone you think is a killer, Verb has battled and arguably beat them.
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
Well, you're making it sound so there, so you could say what you have to say.
Clips.
Clips and well, I think that was to the aspect that was when Verb was on the F New York run, and
Yeah.
I don't think the crowd was really gonna give him a fair shake regardless. But yeah, Clips definitely won that battle though. But
It's a couple others.
still and then Verb once again being around from back in the day, and still here now putting on good performances. Right, he
Mm-hmm.
just battled an Easy to Block captain and didn't die.
Mm.
Right,
Okay.
he's battled the vets. He can hang in there with the new guys, and I think what he just did for the whole Midwest movement was very huge and was very huge for battle rap. So I definitely had to put Verb
Yeah.
on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, and another point you said how Battle Rap is very New York based. He basically had all away games, like
Right.
all away games. Like you feel me? It's tough to really, you know, give great performances with no like supporter reactions and all that.
Right, and then before it became the whole vegan Verb thing, like he no, because he was a killer to me before. Like Verb used to get on that stage and put on some of the craziest performances. We're talking about, have we seen a better talk to you round than him against Hitman Holla?
Yeah,
The whole Big Gerald.
yeah, that's a fact.
All right, so when we talk about Verb, we definitely have to put respect on his name. I think why sometimes Verb maybe doesn't get all the credit he deserves is because of how like his mannerism, how he talks,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like he just says whatever is on his mind, and a lot of times the fans and maybe some battle rappers might not like that.
Yeah, agree with it.
But I think even to that point, he's just different,
Mm.
and he's gonna be Verb every trip, and I'll have him on my Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah, definitely. I could definitely co-sign that. For me, my fourth one. Before I say my well, nah. Fourth one is kind of tough because I could go a lot of ways with this one.
Pause.
Pause. um. For the fourth person on my list, I would have to go probably. I'll go Tay Rock, but before like with Tay Rock,
I was thinking about that
yeah,
name
with
too.
with Tay Rock before, like I know I said Tay Rock's my fourth, but some honorable mentions I was considering was like Conceited, Arsenal, Clips,
Arsenal.
Rex.
I don't really understand the conceited. I never have one.
Yeah,
I remember the last
with
time we talked off camera.
Yeah,
you
with
said that. I
Conceited
don't
is more
understand.
so like the impact. I feel like, well, I'm not making a case for, well, if I was to make a case for Conceited, it was more so like what he, like I feel like he was very ahead of his time with breaking down words and everything. And you see how battle rap is very, breaking down like your syllables and everything. I feel like he was kind of like the first one to do that on a consistent basis and make it a style. and you kind of see like the influence now. I kind of see it, and to the same points with like Surf and how like he kind of like broadcast battle rap on a bigger stage. The first person I seen wilding out, and that's kind of Conceited was like the first person I ever like watched and made me get into battle rap. So that's why I would have like Conceited. But for me, Tay Rock has to be in my Mount Rushmore because he's very consistent, and I feel like with Tay Rock, he kind of made battle rap a career for himself. Like, and I feel like he, no matter what, like nothing discourages Tay Rock, and he always like he's very consistent and he always performs well. You never see Tay Rock on a bad day or Tay Rock having like a poor performance. It's always I know what I'm gonna get with Tay Rock, and Tay Rock is gonna deliver no matter what. Even from the beginning of his career, he kind of started off with that battle with Clips and did like as we know, like Clips smoked him, but from there he didn't let that discourage him. He kind of just kept going, and you feel me? It's very inspiring to see his like his storyline, and I feel like from like the Ill Will battle, that's when like everything transcended, and with his style, like he'd never changed his style too, which is kind of hard to do in battle rap because people get tired of it very quickly.
Facts.
And with him, it's like he stayed the same, but he also just remained more dominant. Like as you can see, he's like a puncher, and like we seen like punchers like get rid like see them get rid of punches like B Magic or like conceded. Like you could say conceded, but
B Magic started choking.
yeah, he started choking, but you didn't like it was with punches is kind of more short term. Like you never seen like a puncher have a long career with
Big K.
No comment, but
No comment on what? Like, what does that even mean?
Big K
You
is
said
not
you.
Big K is
there's
not to
been
the level,
I disagree with that last statement you just said because there is punchers that are lasting,
but not to the dominance of Tay Rock. That's long lasting like that.
Well, yeah,
Have a
he's
dominance.
he's definitely a puncher, but he's in his own lane because it's more of the gun bar thing,
Yeah,
and that became like a stigma in battle
yeah,
rap. You feel me? So he wasn't just a regular puncher punching about anything. It could
yeah.
go, but he was more of the
But
gun bar
yeah,
thing.
but I'm saying for his style wise, is a puncher. Like he's not he's well he schemes, but like the majority of his like best lines are heavy punches. Like you feel me?
K
So
Shine.
cool, but like K Sean is there too, but for me, Tay Rock is more dominant. Like there's no one more dominant than like Tay Rock with his style and what he does. So for me, and the consistency too, because we seen K Sean take like he had like that streak, but he was kind of
Clips.
yeah. But Clips is not also just a puncher. He does multiple things. You feel me? A freestyle. You could label him a freestyler, schemer, and everything. But yeah, but Tay Rock is dominant in his position, like, and also just everything. With all the other people on my list, every battle is a classic.
Danny.
From
Rum.
from Sue Surf to Geechee, from the second Charlie Clips, the Ill Will, every like most of basically kind of all his Summer Madnesses too.
Newborn.
Gnomes,
No, I'm playing.
just said newborn.
I'm playing.
But yeah, Tarak is just dominant. I feel like he has like probably like the longest run. It's kind of fading away because he kind of just battled everybody. Like it's kind of hard to find like more people to battle. But I feel like he's gonna probably like once the newcomers start coming up, he's definitely gonna give him a shot. And then yeah, so yeah, that's my list.
All right. So, and for the last person on my list was one of the people you had on your list, and that's Loaded Lux.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the things you didn't mention was the fact that how big of the battle was him and Calico.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we're talking about the battle that really shifted the culture.
Yeah.
I seen multiple interviews from battlers and them saying that after watching that they feel they had to up their pen. Right, they definitely had to write more, and to your point, be more creative.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like after that, like we've never seen an approach like that ever again executed like that.
Mm-hmm.
Him even bringing out the casket, right? So so the most effective prop.
Yeah.
Him using the projector screen and doing the whole skinny dipping angle about Calico. That battle to me was just the best battle ever. And I think to have the best battle ever is a big thing for a Mount Rushmore case. Like, how
Yeah,
many battles has there been in the whole battle rap culture?
yeah, and it's
And
also I think probably one of the most viewed. If it's not one, it's two. Like the most viewed battle on URL.
no, exactly. So, yeah, and then besides even that battle, the him and Mook when they went like 9 or 12 rounds, whatever it was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
What I said earlier, a lot of the battle rappers, like that's their favorite battle ever,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's what got a lot of battle rappers to start battle rapping. Um, Even with the Lux and Miles, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think that definitely was a transcendent battle. I feel he has a lot of even the him and Hollow,
Mm-hmm.
right? That was a huge battle. Him facing Verb, who's on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel Lux has faced a lot of the people that are on most people's Mount Rushmores, and he has an okay record. So my only problem with Lux is that the last battle we seen him, he said he was tired.
Mm.
And then you started claiming it was 11:30 and he's at an age where he had to get sleep. Like, I think that's crazy. I think that's a tiny stain. Because I think that's very bad to do. It was a main event against the face of the West, and he stumbled up in the second, and then the third he's talking about he was tired. I don't think you go out like that. If you lose, go out with grace. I feel like he felt he was losing, and then the excuses started to come.
Yeah, but
So hold on, let me finish.
all right.
So I feel Lux has to come back outside and show us again why he loaded Lux. Because to DNA's point, we're talking about Lux hasn't had 3 fire rounds since Hold It Down, and that was 2014. And we're in 2022. So you're going to tell me in 10 years he hasn't had 3 good rounds? That was to the point I tried to make to you. Well, not to make you, but to ask you, can your legacy be stained if your last showings recently are garbage? But for all the other reasons, I do have Lux on the Mount Rushmore because he's definitely a pioneer. And what he did in the early stages of his career, I think, was so monumental that he has to be on the list.
Yeah, definitely. With your point about being tired, that was probably the first time we ever seen something
All
like
right,
that.
it was the first. It happened. I don't care if it was the 37th time or the second time or the 18th. It happened though. We're not talking about how many times. We're talking about that it happened.
I mean, you feel me? I guess.
What are you guessing though?
I
You want to pull the clip up on there's a TV now, so do you want to pull it up?
I would say I would compare it to this, right? So just because let's say someone like Kobe loses in the finals or something doesn't mean that Kobe, that's unacceptable. Like we've seen him win before. So
right, but no.
really,
But we've
like,
never
we've seen
seen
him
Kobe basically give up.
You're right.
That's what we didn't. So don't.
You're
First
right,
of all,
but-
God rest Kobe. Don't bring that
Yeah.
man up to make one of your
But
foolish points. Don't do that,
all the
'cause
greats
that
have
doesn't make
points in
sense.
their career where they have poor performances.
No,
but
but we're not We're talking about coming with excuses. When did you see Kobe come with an excuse? Answer the question directly.
All right, you're right.
I'm not talking about, because everyone, you can have a bad night. What I'm saying is how you lose. I'm not talking about losing, but how do you lose?
All right.
He started coming with the excuses.
All right.
Come on, you're tired.
I mean, he's his first time battling on the West Coast.
Oh,
you feel
here
me?
we go.
They have him at a main event. It's 2 a.m. on the East Coast. Remember that. You feel me? It's like 11, 12 in the West Coast. That man.
I don't think no one else was tired with him. He was the only one tired.
2 a.m. on the East Coast.
He's supposed to be on this healthy vegan thing. His body's supposed to be fit. Like, what's going on?
You got a 40-year-old male battling at 2 a.m.
Yo,
on the East Coast,
this
bro.
guy Danny,
I give him the excuse, bro.
Danny battled Little Slap at 3 a.m, and Danny is 60. What are you talking about?
That's Danny Myers, bro.
What?
They ain't no Loaded Lux, bro.
So Loaded Lux has the right to be tired because he raps a lot of syllables.
Nah, he's the Godfather, bro. That's the GOAT.
So he could be tired.
Facts.
Okay, so I see. That's one of the problems we have in the culture.
That's the problem.
It's a problem we have in the culture because whenever someone has a favorite battle rapper, there's always an excuse.
I give you
I just can't see how a man said that he was tired and he's not penalized more. Like this is crazy.
If LeBron scores 10 points and said I'm tired, that's a liable excuse, right? Because that's damn near LeBron, and no matter what, he's goated, right?
What you said though logically doesn't make sense. He scored 10 points and he's tired. What are you talking?
If LeBron said I wanted to take the night off, I'm gonna score 10 points. I'm tired. I don't want to do this.
What? But he wouldn't do that.
But I'm
though.
saying, but
you're
that's not
talking
the
about
point,
things
though.
that people wouldn't do.
That's
You know,
the
you're
point,
naming
though.
people who take their craft very seriously and wouldn't do these things. So
Loaded
you're
Lux take his
making
craft
an
seriously,
excuse to
too.
make your point, Jalen.
But
That
I'm-
does not make. First, you brought up
Oh,
Kobe,
Lord.
and now you're talking about LeBron. Those are two people who wouldn't. We've never seen and
I
not
know
do
that, bro. It's in hypothetical, bro. This is what I'm saying.
Well,
If,
don't
bro.
use them because those are people who wouldn't do that
Lord.
just to make your point.
Yo, bro.
So you're gonna make.
It's
wait,
just a
are you-
hypothetical, bro.
are you
It's
gonna
a hypothetical
Okay, I
situation,
understand
bro.
it's a
No more than
hypothetical.
I'm comparing it, bro.
I understand.
With someone that
it's
great.
a hypothetical,
I
but
know,
your
bro.
hypothetical is almost downright retarded.
No, it's not, bro.
It is because you're saying things that doesn't make sense.
Bro, it's in hypothetical situation.
Kobe Bryant
My
is gonna
point, bro,
come on the
you're-
court and
you're-
say he's tired.
You're missing my point, bro. I'm saying if someone is
come
that
on,
great,
man.
and on
If
a
they're
GOAT,
that great and they should be on a certain pedestal, they can't do certain things. Period. You're
if
making.
someone is great and they have a low point, bro, it's okay
He
because
hasn't
no matter
had.
what
He
they
hasn't
are
had
goated, bro.
three good rounds since 2014.
All right, bro.
Yes or no?
Okay.
I'm asking a question.
You're right. But to your point,
I'm
right?
asking
All
you
right.
a question.
You're right. But to your
Okay.
point, right, with Murder Mook, after all those lackluster battles, he comes out with one great performance. Everybody's good, right? But those lackluster performances, Murder Mook has no one questioned it.
Okay.
He's like, he's goated, bro.
Okay.
You see Loaded Lux fuck up once, it doesn't matter
Did
because
Mook
he's
come on
goated,
stage
bro.
and say he was tired?
He's goated, bro.
I'm asking a question.
It doesn't matter, bro. To me, it don't matter.
What is
bro.
that? So it doesn't matter?
It don't matter, bro.
Oh, see, but
The
that's
man is
you see,
goated,
but
bro.
but see, we're talking about competition, bro. You're talking about you're tired. All right, never mind. That sounds
Anyway.
crazy.
That concludes the Mount Rushmore. Great episode. Like I said, man, I feel like everybody we mentioned is very pivotal and had a great impact on the culture.
Facts.
Any other points you want to make, Mo?
About the Mount Rushmore, no, everyone you named, it makes sense though. You know,
Mhm.
we kind of went off track. We wasn't really talking about his effect on the Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
but just more, you know, every episode I kind of have to mention that until I see Loaded Lux come back.
I guess.
But we definitely want to thank all the supporters for you know, coming along on this journey with us. We started off basically in an abandoned building. If you look at the early videos,
Mm-hmm.
to now, as you can see, we have a very good studio.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to thank you for you know, to continue to keep working with me, because you know I'm kind of a pain in the ass and I'm crazy at times, but I think we're definitely doing good things. To all the fans, you've seen that we took a little bit of break of posting on the Instagram page. It was like for 3 days, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just always feel I don't like doing things if my mind's not in it. So I don't just want to be going on the page and posting frivolous nonsense, and it's something that, you know, we really just don't care about. So, but you see that we're back now. We're going to continue with the questions and interacting with the fans and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, shout out to Myverse for definitely reposting our story and showing that love. Everyone go check out her battle.
Mm-hmm.
This Saturday.
Sunday.
No, I'm talking about Panic Room though.
Oh, okay.
Debo, Babs, Vig has a card coming with a lot of up and coming talent, but the main event, Coffee and 40.
bars.
So who do you have? Just real quick, who you got?
40 bars.
All right. I'll just be devil's advocate and I'll say Coffee. Also she claims that's her retirement battle, but that's what a lot of the battlers say, and then they battle next month. And then any given Sunday, this Sunday, right? We'll definitely, we'll not be in attendance, but we'll definitely be watching, and interacting with the fans throughout. You want to do just a quick prediction real quick? Because I don't think we'll do another block till then. So you want to say your winners real quick?
Yeah, I got Surf
and Cortez. Who you got?
Surf,
Clips and Lil Castro.
Av,
Okay.
and what's the other battle?
Chess and
Calico.
Calico.
Yeah,
you have
you?
Cal? Okay, you have Cal. And I have Clips, Chess, Surf, Av.
All right.
Are all our picks different but Surf?
I think, nah, and Av.
No, I
And
have Av.
Yeah.
We both have Av, Clips, and
Calico.
okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I
Yeah,
understand.
that's all. That concludes this episode of It's Debatable. Thank you guys for all the support, and definitely just keep giving us feedback on anything that we should do better, and definitely keep supporting and stay tuned. Appreciate y'all.
All right.